Have you ever noticed that as we get older, it is not only our joints or muscles that show signs of aging, but our vision as well? Many seniors accept blurry vision, difficulty seeing at night, or dryness in the eyes as simply part of the aging process. But what if I told you that your eyes are not just deteriorating because of age itself? They are struggling because the body is losing its ability to repair them at night while you sleep. And even more surprising, there is a fruit, simple, natural, and inexpensive, that when eaten at the right time in the evening can actually support this nightly repair process. Here's what most people do not realize. The eyes are among the most metabolically active tissues in the entire body. Think about this. During the day, your eyes are constantly working. They are exposed to light, to oxidative stress, to blood sugar fluctuations, to environmental toxins. That creates a tremendous burden of free radicals and cellular damage. Now, the body has a built-in repair window, and that is nighttime during deep sleep. But here's the challenge for many seniors: that repair cycle is disrupted. Blood sugar swings, insulin resistance, and inflammation interfere with the nutrients and oxygen flow that the eyes need to heal. That is why many people wake up with tired, dry, or even more blurry eyes than the day before. So the real issue is not only about aging. The root cause is a mismatch between what the eyes need for nightly repair and what the body is actually providing. And this is where nutrition comes in. Certain foods, eaten in the right window before sleep, can change the biochemistry of your blood, lower oxidative stress, and provide the raw materials your retina and lens cells use to regenerate. That means better clarity, better night vision, and a stronger defense against age-related eye diseases. Now, in today's talk, I am going to break down exactly how this works. I will share the science behind nighttime repair of the eyes, the role of specific hormones like melatonin and insulin, the impact of oxidative stress on your retina, and why one fruit in particular has been shown in research to improve eye health when eaten before bedtime. I will also give you practical steps you can take immediately, not just what to eat, but how to align your evening habits so your body is primed for repair, not decline. So stay with me until the end, because by the time we finish, you will know exactly how to harness this powerful nighttime repair cycle and give your eyes the nutrition they need to see clearly, even as you age. When we talk about aging, most people think about wrinkles, gray hair, or weaker muscles. But here's what the research shows. Your eyes are actually one of the very first organs to show visible signs of aging, because the eyes are the most metabolically active tissues in the human body, second only to the brain. They burn through an incredible amount of energy every single moment you are awake. Think about this with a simple analogy. Imagine your eyes are like the headlights of a car. When you are driving at night, the lights are always on, drawing energy, generating heat, and slowly wearing down the bulb. Now, if you never replace or repair that bulb, eventually it burns out. That is exactly what happens inside your retina and lens cells. They are on all day long, and that generates byproducts, what scientists call reactive oxygen species or free radicals. Here is what is really going on inside your body. The retina is packed with tiny photoreceptor cells that convert light into signals your brain can understand. These cells are bombarded by light all day, which creates oxidative stress. At the same time, the lens, the clear structure at the front of your eye, is constantly exposed to ultraviolet radiation, which stiffens and clouds its proteins. Over time, without proper repair, these processes lead to common age-related problems: cataracts, macular degeneration, and difficulty seeing in low light. Now, here is the fascinating part. Your body is not helpless in this process. At night, during deep sleep, your eyes switch into repair mode. Specialized enzymes inside the retina start clearing out damaged proteins. The lens begins detoxifying byproducts of ultraviolet stress. And the cornea, the front layer of your eye, actually absorbs oxygen directly from the air while you sleep with closed eyes. It is almost like a nightly tune-up, where all the worn-down parts get patched up. But here's the challenge. For many seniors, this repair cycle is weakened. Why? Because of two major reasons: lack of raw materials and too much metabolic stress. If your bloodstream at night is overloaded with glucose, or if your diet is lacking in antioxidants, your eyes simply cannot keep up with the repair demands. Imagine trying to rebuild a house at night without enough bricks and with constant fire damage happening at the same time. The workers cannot get the job done. This is why people often wake up with dry, irritated eyes or even slightly blurrier vision than the day before. The nightly repair never finished, and over time, the damage accumulates. So the root cause is not just getting older. It is that the energy and repair systems of the eye are burning out faster than the body can restore them. And here's the good news. You can change this by supplying the right nutrients before bed, by lowering nighttime glucose stress, and by enhancing melatonin-driven repair. You give your eyes the resources they need to regenerate. If this is helpful so far, consider subscribing. I post content like this every single day, always focused on giving you natural, science-based tools to extend your energy, your vision, and your longevity. In the next section, we are going to explore one of the most overlooked root causes of eye aging, blood sugar. And I will show you how something as simple as your evening snack can determine whether your eyes repair or deteriorate overnight. Here's something most people never connect. Your blood sugar at night directly influences how well your eyes repair while you sleep. We often hear about high glucose being bad for the heart, for weight, or for diabetes risk. But very few people realize that even small elevations in blood sugar can damage the delicate tissues of the eye. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine your eye is like a fine camera lens that needs to stay clean and clear in order to capture sharp images. Now imagine pouring sticky syrup over that lens each night. Over time, the glass becomes cloudy, the mechanisms jam, and the pictures come out blurry. That is exactly what happens when glucose remains high in the bloodstream during the night. The excess sugar sticks to proteins in your lens and retina through a process called glycation. This is when sugar molecules attach to proteins, making them stiff, inflamed, and dysfunctional. What the research shows is that glycation is one of the earliest drivers of cataracts and macular degeneration. In fact, studies in older adults have demonstrated that those with even mildly elevated fasting glucose have faster progression of vision decline compared to those with stable, healthy glucose levels. Now, here is the second piece. Insulin resistance. As we age, our cells often become less sensitive to insulin. That means glucose lingers in the bloodstream instead of moving into the muscles or liver for storage. And when this happens at night, the eyes, which rely on steady nutrient delivery, are left swimming in excess sugar, but starving for actual usable fuel. It is a paradox. There is plenty of energy in the blood, but the eye cells cannot access it properly. This is why many seniors experience worsening vision even if they are not officially diabetic. The constant low-level glucose exposure is enough to chip away at the repair systems in the retina and lens. So what can you do about it? Here are some practical steps. Number 1, avoid high glycemic snacks before bed. Things like white bread, cookies, or even a sweetened bowl of cereal will spike glucose, then keep it elevated for hours. Number 2, pair evening meals with protein and healthy fats. For example, instead of a plain piece of fruit, add a small handful of nuts or a slice of cheese. This slows down the release of glucose into your bloodstream. Number 3, gentle evening movement. Something as simple as a 10-minute walk after dinner has been shown in studies to lower post-meal glucose by 20 to 30%. That single change can dramatically reduce nighttime glycation stress on your eyes. Number 4, consider the timing of your last meal. Research from circadian biology shows that eating late at night interferes with both melatonin and insulin function. Ideally, finish your dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before bed, so your blood sugar has time to stabilize before your repair window begins. And finally, number 5, focus on foods that naturally support insulin sensitivity. These include cinnamon, vinegar, leafy greens, and omega-3 rich foods like salmon or walnuts. By lowering insulin resistance, you help your eyes get the steady fuel delivery they need to regenerate. So here's the bottom line. If your blood sugar is out of balance at night, your eyes cannot repair, the lens becomes glycated, the retina inflamed, and the repair enzymes overwhelmed. But by stabilizing your glucose with smart food choices and timing, you can protect your vision for the long run. Up next, we are going to look at another powerful factor, oxidative stress, and why your eyes run out of antioxidant defense exactly when they need it most. And more importantly, how you can replenish that defense every single evening. If blood sugar is one major stressor for the eyes at night, oxidative stress is the other. In fact, some researchers now call age-related vision decline an oxidative disease. What does that mean? Simply put, the eyes are constantly being bombarded by light and oxygen, and while both are necessary for vision, they also create free radicals, which are unstable molecules that damage proteins, fats, and DNA inside your cells. Let me explain this with a clear analogy. Picture a car engine running all day. The more it runs, the more exhaust it produces. Your eyes work exactly like that. Every time your photoreceptor cells convert light into electrical signals, they create oxidative exhaust. Now, normally, your body has filters. These are antioxidants like vitamin C, vitamin E, lutein, zeaxanthin, and glutathione. They capture and neutralize the free radicals before they can damage your tissues. But here is the problem. As we age, our natural antioxidant reserves decline. Seniors often eat fewer antioxidant-rich foods, the liver produces less glutathione, and chronic inflammation burns through the remaining supply more quickly. By nighttime, when your eyes finally switch into repair mode, the tank is already empty. The workers are ready to fix the damage, but they have no tools left. What the research shows is powerful. A large European study known as the ARDES trial found that people with higher intake of antioxidant nutrients had a significantly reduced risk of progression to advanced macular degeneration. Other studies show that lutein and zeaxanthin, carotenoids found in leafy greens and certain fruits, are physically concentrated in the retina, where they act like internal sunglasses, absorbing harmful light and quenching oxidative stress. So, what can you do to restore this defense? Here are some practical steps. Number 1, prioritize antioxidant-rich foods in the evening. Blueberries, cherries, kiwis, and pomegranates are excellent sources of polyphenols and vitamin C. Leafy greens like spinach and kale are rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, which specifically target eye health. Number 2, pair antioxidants with healthy fats. Many of these compounds are fat-soluble, meaning they absorb better when eaten with a source of fat. For example, a small bowl of berries with a spoonful of Greek yogurt or nuts will deliver far more benefit than berries alone. Number 3, support glutathione production. Foods like asparagus, avocado, and cruciferous vegetables help your liver make glutathione, your master antioxidant. This in turn strengthens your eye's ability to detoxify oxidative byproducts during sleep. Number 4, avoid depleting antioxidants before bed. Alcohol, smoking, and processed sugar all drain antioxidant reserves. For seniors looking to protect their vision, even moderate evening alcohol can tip the balance toward more damage than repair. And number 5, time your antioxidant intake wisely. Studies suggest that antioxidant-rich foods in the evening, especially within 2 to 3 hours of sleep, provide raw materials exactly when your eyes are entering repair mode. It is not only what you eat, but also when you eat it. So the takeaway is this. Oxidative stress is like rust slowly spreading across the lens and retina. Antioxidants are the rust removal crew. If you go into the night with no crew available, damage accumulates. But if you supply your body with these protective molecules in the evening, you are literally giving your eyes a shield for the repair window. If this kind of practical science is helping you see things more clearly, consider subscribing. I share new content every single day designed to give you natural, evidence-based strategies for stronger health, sharper vision, and longer vitality. In the next section, we will look at a fascinating connection that most people overlook: how melatonin, your sleep hormone, doubles as an antioxidant and eye protective hormone, and how evening nutrition can boost or block its power. When most people think of melatonin, They think only about sleep. They imagine it as the hormone that makes them drowsy at night. But here's what the research shows. Melatonin is far more than a sleep signal. It is also one of the most powerful antioxidants in the human body, and it plays a critical role in protecting your eyes. Here is what is really going on inside your body. Melatonin is produced in the pineal gland in your brain, but it is also made locally in the retina itself. Think about that for a moment. Your eyes actually manufacture their own melatonin right at the site where they need protection. This melatonin acts like a shield, reducing oxidative stress, calming inflammation, and supporting the natural detox processes that occur in the retina and lens while you sleep. Let me give you a simple analogy. Imagine you are running a repair crew at night. You can either bring in extra workers from outside, or you can train local workers who live right at the construction site. That is what melatonin does in the eye. It is not just delivered through the bloodstream. The eye makes its own on-site supply to keep the repair cycle strong. Now, here is the challenge. Melatonin levels decline with age. Seniors often produce less of it, and modern lifestyle habits make this worse. Bright artificial light in the evening, late night eating, caffeine, and alcohol all suppress melatonin release. This means that just when your eyes most need that antioxidant protection, the shield is thinner. What does the research say? Multiple studies have shown that melatonin supplementation can slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration and glaucoma. One study even found that older adults who took a small nightly dose of melatonin had less retinal thinning over a period of years. That is powerful evidence that melatonin is not just a sleep aid, it is an eye protective molecule. So how can you support melatonin naturally? Number 1, control your evening light exposure. Dim your lights after sunset. Avoid blue light screens close to bedtime, or use blue light blocking glasses. This allows your pineal gland to start releasing melatonin on schedule. Number 2, avoid eating late at night. Digestion and insulin spikes can suppress melatonin production. Aim to finish dinner 2 to 3 hours before bed. Number 3, focus on foods that naturally support melatonin production. Cherries, walnuts, and goji berries contain compounds that either provide melatonin directly or help your body synthesize it. This is one reason why certain fruits eaten before bed can have such a powerful effect on sleep quality and eye health. Number 4, stabilize your blood sugar. As we discussed earlier, high glucose at night blunts melatonin release. By keeping your glucose steady, you are also enhancing your eye's own repair signal. And finally, number 5, consider natural cofactors. Nutrients like magnesium and vitamin B6 are required for melatonin synthesis. A small portion of magnesium-rich foods such as pumpkin seeds, almonds, or leafy greens in the evening can subtly enhance your natural production. So, the bottom line is this. Melatonin is not just about sleep. It is the conductor of the nighttime repair orchestra, guiding your retina, lens, and cornea to detoxify, rebuild, and strengthen. When melatonin is suppressed, the orchestra plays out of tune and the repair cycle falls apart. But when melatonin is supported through smart evening choices, your eyes are protected from within. In the next section, we will get practical. I will reveal the specific fruit backed by science that can supercharge your eye repair when eaten before sleep, and I will explain why timing is the secret to unlocking its full power. Now we come to the part you have been waiting for. The fruit that seniors can eat before bed to support natural eye repair. That fruit is the Tart cherry. Why Tart cherries? Because they are uniquely rich in 2 categories of compounds that your eyes desperately need at night: natural melatonin and anthocyanins. Here is what is really going on inside your body. Tart cherries contain measurable amounts of melatonin. That means when you eat them in the evening, you are not only supporting your own melatonin production, you are also delivering a small natural dose directly to your bloodstream. Studies have shown that drinking tart cherry juice in the evening increases circulating melatonin levels, improves sleep quality, and reduces nighttime awakenings. For seniors, better sleep alone is critical, but when you add the direct antioxidant effects of melatonin, the benefits multiply. The second category of compounds is anthocyanins, which are the pigments that give cherries their deep red color. These are powerful antioxidants that cross into the retina and protect photoreceptor cells from oxidative stress. Research published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry demonstrated that anthocyanins from cherries reduce retinal inflammation and improve microcirculation, meaning better blood flow and oxygen delivery to the eye tissues that repair themselves at night. Think of it like this. Tart cherries are a two-in-one package. On the one hand, they provide the hormone-like signal to enhance sleep and repair. On the other, they provide the raw antioxidant shield that neutralizes the damage caused by light and oxidative stress. That combination makes them one of the most eye-protective fruits you can eat. Now, timing is the key. If you eat tart cherries in the morning, you may still get antioxidant benefits, but you miss out on the synergy with your body's natural repair cycle. In the evening, when melatonin is rising and your eyes are preparing for detox and repair, the cherries work in harmony with your biology. That is why consuming them 1 to 2 hours before bed is the sweet spot. Here are some practical ways to incorporate them. Number 1, a small bowl of fresh or frozen tart cherries in the evening. Aim for about half a cup. Number 2, unsweetened tart cherry juice, about 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup taken 1 to 2 hours before sleep. Number 3, for those who cannot find fresh tart cherries, dried tart cherries can also work, but choose unsweetened varieties to avoid unnecessary glucose spikes. Number 4, pair cherries with a protein or fat source. For example, cherries with a handful of walnuts or almonds. This not only slows glucose release, but adds magnesium and tryptophan, both of which support melatonin pathways. Number 5, be consistent. The studies that showed improvement in sleep and eye markers were done over several weeks of regular use. This is not a one-night fix, but a nightly practice that builds results over time. So the message is clear. Tart cherries are not just a delicious fruit, they are a functional food for your eyes, working with your body's natural circadian rhythm to enhance repair while you sleep. Seniors who make this a nightly ritual often notice not just better sleep, but sharper morning vision, less dryness, and over time, stronger resilience against age-related decline. If you are finding value in these practical strategies, make sure to subscribe. I post new content every day with natural, science-backed solutions to help you extend your energy, sharpen your mind, and protect your long-term health. In the next section, we will put everything together. I will share a simple evening protocol that combines nutrition, lifestyle, and timing so that your eyes get the maximum benefit from their nightly repair window. We have now explored the science behind why your eyes age, how blood sugar and oxidative stress sabotage them, and why melatonin and tart cherries can make such a difference. The next step is to put it all into a practical protocol you can follow each evening. Think of this as your eye repair routine, a sequence of steps designed to give your retina, lens, and cornea the best possible chance to heal while you sleep. Here's what that protocol looks like. Step number 1, finish dinner at the right time. Aim to complete your last main meal at least 2 to 3 hours before bed. This prevents late-night glucose spikes that interfere with melatonin release and also reduces glycation damage to your lens and retina. Step number 2, add antioxidant support in the evening. About 1 to 2 hours before sleep, consume a portion of tart cherries or unsweetened tart cherry juice. This delivers melatonin and anthocyanins right when your repair cycle is beginning. If cherries are not available, you can rotate in other antioxidant-rich foods like blueberries or kiwis, but tart cherries remain the gold standard because of their unique melatonin content. Step number 3, pair with protein or healthy fat. Combine your cherries with a small handful of walnuts or almonds or a spoonful of Greek yogurt. This not only balances blood sugar, but also supplies magnesium and tryptophan, which are cofactors in melatonin synthesis. The result is deeper sleep and stronger repair. Step number 4, control your light environment. After sunset, dim your household lights and avoid bright screens. If you need to use a phone or tablet, consider blue light filters or glasses. Remember, your pineal gland releases melatonin in darkness. By creating a darker environment, you are signaling your body that it is time to repair. Step number 5. Gentle movement after dinner. A short 10-minute walk after your evening meal lowers glucose and improves circulation, which means more oxygen and nutrients delivered to your eyes once you fall asleep. Step number 6. Prepare your sleep environment. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Even a small amount of light leakage can suppress melatonin release. Consider blackout curtains or a comfortable sleep mask. Step number 7. Support glutathione and antioxidant reserves. Rotating foods like asparagus, spinach, and avocado during the day. While this is not strictly part of the evening, it ensures that when night comes, your antioxidant tank is full enough for the eyes to use. Now let me tie this into a real-world example. Imagine two seniors of the same age. One eats late dinners, enjoys dessert before bed, watches television until midnight under bright lights, and wakes up with dry, irritated eyes and worsening vision year after year. The other follows this protocol, finishing dinner early, enjoying a bowl of Tart cherries with walnuts before bed, dimming lights, and sleeping deeply. That person wakes up with refreshed eyes, clear vision, and over time, dramatically lowers their risk of cataracts or macular degeneration. Same age, same genes, but very different outcomes based on simple evening habits. What the research shows is that consistency is key. It is not one night of cherries or one night of good sleep that protects your eyes. It is the cumulative effect of dozens and hundreds of nights of proper repair. Just like a house stays strong with regular maintenance, your eyes stay resilient with nightly care. So here is your challenge. Choose one part of this protocol to implement tonight. Maybe it is finishing dinner earlier, maybe it is dimming your lights, or maybe it is adding Tart cherries before bed. Start with one step and build gradually. Over time, your eyes will thank you with clearer mornings, sharper vision, and a stronger defense against aging. In the conclusion, we will recap the core principles and give you one simple next step to take action immediately. We have covered a lot today, so let us bring it all back into focus. Your eyes are not simply aging because of the passage of time. They are aging because the nightly repair cycle, the very system designed to protect and restore them, is being interrupted. And the culprits are clear, unstable blood sugar, oxidative stress, declining melatonin, and a lack of nutrient support. Here is what is really going on inside your body. During the day, your retina and lens take a beating from light, oxygen, and metabolism. At night, your body wants to repair that damage. But if glucose is spiking, if antioxidants are depleted, or if melatonin is suppressed, the repair team cannot finish its job. The result is blurry vision, dry eyes, and over time, serious age-related diseases like cataracts and macular degeneration. But we also learned that this process is not fixed. It can be shifted in your favor. By stabilizing your blood sugar in the evening, by supplying antioxidants like lutein, vitamin C, and glutathione, by protecting melatonin, and by using a simple fruit, Tart cherries, before bed, you can enhance your body's natural repair cycle. This means waking up with clearer vision, healthier eyes, and a stronger defense against aging. Think of it this way. Every night, your eyes are like a workshop. If you give the workers enough light, enough tools, and a safe environment, they rebuild and strengthen the structure. But if you leave them in the dark, short on supplies, and surrounded by damage, the workshop falls apart. You control which version happens through the choices you make each evening. So, here is my challenge for you. Tonight, pick just one change. Maybe it is finishing dinner earlier. Maybe it is dimming your lights before bed. Maybe it is trying Tart cherries for the very first time. Then track how you feel tomorrow morning, not just in your eyes, but in your energy and clarity. You may be surprised at how quickly your body responds when you align with its natural repair cycles. If this message added value, please like this video and subscribe. Every day, I share science-driven practical tools you can use to extend your health, sharpen your focus, and protect your longevity naturally. Join this community of people who are serious about upgrading their health without medication, and let us continue learning together. Your vision is one of your greatest gifts. Protect it, nourish it, and give it the nightly repair it deserves.